All right, so while we're scrolling through this guide, I want to focus on one thing that honestly matters more than anything else in this whole process: the documents. Not the websites, not the steps, not the timelines, the documents. This is where most people mess up, even when they have the right information. A lot of people think this process works because of some magic wording or some trick. That's not what's happening. The reason this works when it works is because of documentation. Documentation forces systems to act. When a bureau receives a clean, organized packet with matching documents, they don't treat it like a normal dispute. They treat it like a formal identity challenge, and that changes everything. Now, as you scroll, you'll see that this process requires a few core documents every single time. There are no substitutes here. First, you must have your social security card, not a screenshot, not a picture from your phone, not "I'll order it later." You need the actual social security card. This document anchors your identity. Without it, the entire packet becomes weaker, and the bureaus have way more room to push back or delay. Next is your government issued ID, usually a driver's license. This needs to be current, clear, and readable. No glare, no blur, no cropped edges. If they can't read it cleanly, they don't take it seriously. Then comes your utility bill. This is where people slip up all the time. The address on your utility bill must match the address on your ID. Not close, not similar, exact. Matching addresses tell the system that the identity is stable and verifiable. Now, when you put those three together, social security card, ID, utility bill, you've already done more than 90% of people who try this process. As we keep scrolling, you'll see how these documents get paired with the affidavit and the reports. This is important. Nothing is sent randomly. Each bureau gets its own packet. Everything is labeled. Everything matches. Everything is intentional. This isn't about overwhelming them with paperwork. It's about giving them no excuse to ignore it. You'll also notice that some people notarize their documents. That step isn't mandatory, but it's strategic. Notarization signals seriousness. It tells the bureau you're willing to stand behind what you're submitting, and it removes a lot of the games. Another thing people don't realize is that documents control timelines. When your packet is clean, complete, and verifiable, the review process moves faster. When something is missing or mismatched, everything slows down. This is why people say it didn't work for me. Not because the process doesn't work, but because the documentation wasn't strong enough. This guide you're looking at explains the flow, but the exact formatting, templates, and updated document setup live inside the Patreon. That's where we keep everything current and detailed so people don't guess. So if you're watching this and thinking, okay, I see why this matters now, that's the point. This process isn't about arguing with bureaus, it's about proving identity so cleanly that the system has to respond. And if you want the full document templates, packet structure, and updated walkthroughs, the Patreon link is in the description. And if you have questions while you're putting your documents together, our Discord is there too. And this is important to know. Inside our Patreon, once you've been a member for 60 days, you receive one free sweep per month. Not immediately, but after that 60-day mark, it becomes a recurring benefit for members. And for anyone watching this thinking, I don't want to mess this up or I'd rather not handle the paperwork myself, you can message us on Discord and we can do the sweep for you. That's exactly why Discord exists. Questions, reviews, and done-for-you help. The guide you're scrolling through explains the structure, but the updated templates, document formatting, and exact packet setup live inside the Patreon so people aren't guessing. So if you're watching this and it finally clicks why documents matter more than anything else, that's the point. This isn't about arguing with bureaus, it's about proving identity so cleanly that the system has no choice but to respond.